All right, so waking up is pretty crazy, right? We find out the structure of the deception and the lies and or we find out that we have ignorantly contracted our rights away, or we have simply not communicated our standing as a living, breathing individual and we're just operating out of ignorance. Whatever the case is, however you come across the truth, it's a discomforting experience. And there is a necessity to separate the wheat from the tares, as is written. And in my experience, it looks like this. When you explain the truth to somebody, they will get defensive as opposed to receptive, and they will begin to shame you directly and then to their friend group and then just try to, I guess, snuff out you and your message. Sometimes literally. So there's some horrifying truths that people come across as they're waking up. Things about like what family courts are, or the nature of the entire trafficking industry and where it is and where it comes from and who's doing it and who, all that identity theft and just deception. My point is, we cannot be irresponsibly casting our pearls before swine anymore. If there is a separation, it's happening right in front of our eyes, right? If you're getting shamed for telling the truth, if people are trying to convince you that you are incorrect, even though you've done your research and you know what the truth is, then we can't cast our pearls before those swine anymore, and we have to move on. We have to ignore them. Let them enjoy whatever it is, the distraction that they're distracted. The football. Okay, not that football's bad. I like football. I'll enjoy football when I'm not handling the responsibility of preserving my fellow man's rights. I'm not going to ignore the very important things in order to distract myself, and then I'm not going to go and shame everybody who is trying to make something good happen in this world by the Most High. We don't need to be mindless subjects of something that wants to do all of our thinking for us and have full spectrum domination over every aspect of our lives, internally and externally. We don't need to do that. In fact, the power that is derived, remember we talked about derivation of value? Well, how is power derived? It's derived from the consent of the governed, and so we voluntarily give our power away to something external or beyond ourselves, which then uses that and consolidates that to impose tyranny upon us. Part of that tyranny looks like massive deception. So as people are waking up, they are going to, and I think that there's going to be an increase in the rate at which people are enlightened, and they're going to be enlightened way too quickly that they can comprehend. So they're going to be, in the future, very near future, there's going to be a lot of people who are very confused and angry and sad and just scared because of the enlightenment that they have just been thrust into. And so they're going to need people who have experience with this and have learned it, that can guide them in a kind way, in a way that is human, to give the love of the Most High. So moving forward, my content is directed to those people. I'm not going to ever try to convince somebody about what the truth is ever again, and I'm never going to argue about the truth ever again. If you're not going to accept the truth and you want to voluntarily distract yourself from it, that's your choice. I kind of think less of you, but I get it that things are tough, and courage is a choice, okay? But I'm not wasting my time no more, and I don't think anybody should. Bless ya. Have a great day. Or upliftings from the Most High is what I meant.